I procrastinate a lot. But is it because I'm lazy? I procrastinate because I'm afraid. Afraid that what I make won't be good enough. And if I turn in something that's not perfect, people will see all its flaws. And by extension, all my flaws. Does it sound familiar? Maybe you've been too embarrassed to submit your homework because it's not quite right. Or hesitate to share your artwork because, oh no, the left eye is slightly lower than left. I've been there too. And actually, this speech was only finished a week ago, when it's supposed to be finished a long time ago. But I kept being lost. The topic I'm going to speak about isn't meaningful enough. It doesn't help anyone. It's not relatable enough. At one point, I got so anxious, I scrapped my entire speech and changed the topic a week before today. I started doing interviews, researching these brand new ideas, thinking it would be better. But guess what? The idea went nowhere. I was wasting time. That's it. That's the speech. Procrastination, self-doubt, perfectionism. I had lived with the very problem I want to talk about. What I was really doing was catastrophizing, assuming the worst outcome when it wasn't likely. And of course, it wasn't the first time I catastrophized things. A year ago, I applied to my current school. I had to take a math entrance exam, and it was horrible. I walked out convinced I had failed. And as my dad was driving home, I remember the conversation with him, and it went a little bit like this. Oh no, Dad, I'm going to fail. I'm not going to school. I'm not going to be graduate. I'm going to die poor. Emily, are you sure it's that bad? Yes, Dad, it's that bad. I'm going to fail. Nothing's going to work out 100%. I failed. A month later, I got a message from school. I got into the school, and I asked my dad about the results. So, what did you get for your math? A. But even when I do mess up, I fall into another trap, overgeneralizing. Have you ever failed a test or messed up in a project, and then when the next test or project come along, you're convinced you'll mess it up again? That's overgeneralizing. Assuming one bad outcome is an endless bad outcome. Sometimes, it even caused me to be too afraid to fight against a challenge. I'll try to avoid it at all costs. Thinking that even if when I tried so hard, I still fail, so what's the point in trying anymore when I'll fail again? And then comes black and white thinking. Have you ever had a thought, if my partner didn't buy me flour, they don't love me? Or perhaps, if I'm not working, that means I'm lazy. That's an example of black and white thinking. It makes us forget about the gray zone. There's not only two outcomes. These kind of thinking isn't kind, and it slows us down, and it's definitely not true. So, how do we stop this? Chris Gilbo, in his book Time Anxiety, suggests 4 steps when it comes to dealing with these thoughts. Step 1, identify the thoughts. What exactly am I telling myself? Am I being mean to myself? Step 2, label it. Is this catastrophizing, overgeneralizing, black and white thinking? Step 3, challenge it. Is it actually a fact, or is it just a fear? Have I been through something like this before, and it turned out okay? Step 4, replace it. Try something more realistic and kind. Like one bad test doesn't mean my next one will be. Or it doesn't have to be perfect to be valuable. Because most of the time, 75% is enough. We're so obsessed about tiny little matters, thinking it defines everything. But honestly, most people won't notice. When you write emails, you might be like me. You overthink every word. Do I sound rude? Do I sound dumb? But in reality, most people don't read that deeply. We think everyone's watching us. But in truth, they're not. Not as closely as we are. Take this skirt as an example. I made it for MUN. The structure leans more to the left. The seams are messy. The back is uneven. I'm scared how people can tell how ugly it is, too. I almost didn't wear it. But I had nothing else to wear, so I did. And people loved it. You made that? That's amazing. And you would think I would wear it again after that day. Nope. I shoved it into the closet, never let it see the sunlight ever again. I told myself it wasn't good enough. And that's another bad habit. I don't keep tracks of my wins. Ask me about my hobby, and I'll say nothing. Ask me about my strength, and I'll go blank. I focus so much on what I haven't done, I forgot what I have. And that makes me insecure. I forget about the compliments I get for this skirt, and that makes me lose my faith in my sewing skills. My accomplishment doesn't mean I have to become a millionaire before I turn 25, or get into top 10 world-ranking university. Small accomplishments matter. For example, I've cooked lasagna for my whole family, and they loved it. I've helped a friend through a tough time. I've gone through Bangkok all on my own. Lastly, perfectionism tells us, if it's not 100%, don't even try. But the real growth say, try anyway, starts anyway, share anyway. Done is better than perfect. Your imperfect work might still inspire someone else. Your 75 effort might be one else's 100%. And you're not good enough might actually just be just right. So today, I choose to finish, even if it's not flawless, because to me, that's the real breakthrough. Thank you.